Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and we're on another dog walk. I'm actually with the girls, so they're ahead of me, and Karma is doing even better than yesterday. It's hard to believe. The limp is a little bit even less. She's got a lot more action in her, and obviously I'm smiling. Last week and a half, 2 weeks have not been easy for me, and I don't want to get corny with the dog, but you know, they're like family. That being said, let's talk Epstein, because I'm a little bit heartbroken. I read this yesterday. I did not include it in today's Epstein update, mostly because everything Epstein update today was about the abuse claims, were the connections to Gates, his will, and the exclusive, if you missed it, it seems that an aviation company, I'm not ready to name it yet, was raided by the FBI due to the Epstein case yesterday. No media outlet's going to have that. And not one, but 4 executives may be involved. So let me repeat that. FBI raids aviation company on behalf of the Epstein case. 4 executives seem to be implicated in that. You can watch the detailed summary of that that just went up within the last half hour. I'm not sure why 4. Listen, it was really a surprise call for me today. But getting into what I did not cover on Epstein that I did see yesterday. We got 20 watching, 2 thumbs. Let's get 10 thumbs, can we? Can I get 10? Oh, the Simpsons connection. Simpsons, for those of you that don't know, have a very treasured place in my heart. It's probably my all-time favorite television show. When I was a young scamp, getting ready to graduate high school, I was like most artistic in high school.
You were young?
And I was young one day, honey. Not that much. And I'll tell you, I wanted to go to the Art Institute of Philadelphia. And I wanted to be an animator. I wanted to animate on The Simpsons or something like that. It's even been still a dream of mine to one day be a Simpsons character on a special episode. I think it's the best show of all time, and I love it. Now,
the dog won't let me go in front of you.
all right, well, just make sure she's on this side, huh, girls? And let's be careful. So anyway, Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, the real dude, you know, not James L. Brooks, and I think Brooks is no longer with us, but he was more of a producer character. Actually, Brooks might be with us. It's maybe the other one that didn't make it, but Matt Groening's the main guy behind it. It seems that he was on the island and that he did receive a massage at the very least. So far, I haven't seen any other deeper allegations against him. But what was also gross is it was talking about how gross his feet were. And I am so not a fan of feet. You know what I do with my feet? I keep shoes on them. I keep shoes and socks on them almost the whole time. Are we going to the swings or the playground, girls? Okay, well then take a right here and let's walk through this parking lot. No, right, not left. Okay? I got you. So, you know, we have a ton of entertainment figures caught up in this. I'm not saying that all of them are abusers. I'm not saying that they're all caught up in underage activity. You got to remember, a lot of these people were used into their early 20s, at least as procurers. And remember, people like Trump had a relationship with this guy. And other than the Katie Johnson allegations, well, you know, there doesn't seem to be any other ones that are out there that include him with people of a younger persuasion. That being said, the media coverage is still really distorted on this topic. Right now, I think it's the Washington Post that is getting attacked for quote-unquote fueling conspiracy theories about the Epstein case. And I just don't understand the logic behind this, because in my eyes, and anybody that's been paying attention's eyes, the entire Epstein case is a conspiracy theory. Think about it. Epstein had to work with somebody to make all that money, yet nobody seems to know outside of Ace Greenberg, Bear Stearns, and Les Wexner. Huh. That's weird. You know, that's a lot. So there's got to be some conspiracies going on there. No one really understands what he was doing as a member of the Council on Foreign Relations or Trilateral Commission, but you don't just join those things. You have to have some kind of an interest. So it would seem, you know, whoever appointed him, that might be some kind of, I don't know, conspiracy of sorts. And then you look at the enterprise that is laid out in that indictment, the latest indictment. Yep, I'll be around. The latest indictment, where 3 of the employees that worked with him in this enterprise and are now, or were now, a part of that prosecution. That is a conspiracy theory. Or not theory, that's a conspiracy. No theory there. Now, we don't know which 3 they are. We don't know if it's Leslie Groff, Sarah Palin, Nadia Marcinkova, Natalia Malyshev, Tony Figueroa, Ronaldo Rizzo. And remember, some of those names like Rizzo and Figueroa were just released in that epst dump. And again, I want to point out how behind the mainstream media is. They're just reporting that Epstein did not have to register in New Mexico as a sex offender because of the laws there. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you could have run this story 5 months ago when I did, probably closer to 6 months ago. I showed you the video in over 30 states. Epstein didn't have to register. And they made it sound like that Epstein initially did register. Come on, Carm. Let's get out of that grass. I know you want to eat the grass, but we're not doing that. Epstein initially went to register in New Mexico, but authorities contacted him and said he didn't have to. Bullshit. The lawyers knew. The lawyers absolutely knew what the deal they were getting when they got him. Again, 30 plus victims, the first victim being 16 years old, or 14 years old. They didn't go with that one. Why not? Because the 16-year-old, the way the twisted United States is and the laws of consent, they knew if they get that to 16, in a lot of the places where he owned property, like Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, he wouldn't have to register. So even the spin on that CBS piece that I went over is kind of disturbing and disgusting. 28 likes, 117 watching. Come on, let's pump her up, guys. We got a little bit more info to go over. So, to talk briefly a little bit more about Matt Groening and the Simpsons and Epstein, I think that sometimes you do have to separate the art from the artist, especially on something like that where there's so much collaboration. In other words, Matt Groening doesn't write that show. Matt Groening doesn't, draw that show. That's a huge collaboration of writers and animators, etc. Groening's kind of out of the picture. And I probably watched the first 25 plus seasons of that. I think it's on like 28 or 29 right now. I've slacked off just because I kind of slacked off on all television. Come on, baby. Nope. Don't go over there. And when I think about that, I hope that I can still enjoy The Simpsons. That being said, when the artist is still alive, and it's not something that's a group or collaborative effort like, like a show or a film or a TV series, etc. And, I don't see any, outright red flags on The Simpsons. It's a show for adults. I don't think it does anything hyper to children. I'm around kids, so I'm not gonna say what I would. But you look at somebody like Stanley Kubrick, right? And a lot of the stuff that I've read on Crazy Days and Nights has come true. If you don't know about the Crazy Days and Nights blog, NT Lawyer, these people were putting out information on Epstein, Singer, and others long before it came out. Now, they also have put out information on Stanley Kubrick. And I'm a huge Kubrick fan. I think that his movies, bar none, are the most well-made films of my lifetime. Now, I like a lot of movies, but they're absolutely 100% excellent. It's tough for me not to enjoy a Kubrick movie on some level, even if I didn't like it. I'll tell you what, I got to watch Artificial Intelligence again. That's the Kubrick-Spielberg collab. And I know there's a lot of allegations against Spielberg as well. But NT Lawyer, Crazy Days and Nights, they name Kubrick in Lolita and others. And, so I don't know whether they're true. But if Stanley Kubrick ends up being one of these monsters, that's a heavy hit, and I understand why it's tough when people find out that they're quote-unquote heroes or people they look up to or the art they enjoy are involved in this. It's a downer. It's a bummer. It's a real bummer that Groening, got his feet done by a 16-year-old girl, and hopefully that's it. But still, that's enough to kind of want to make me turn my stomach. And like I said, I'm a huge Simpsons guy, big time. I love animation, I love satire. I think they've done an amazing job at both. And with that being said, guys, I'm probably going to end this walk and talk, but we're far from done for the day. We're going to continue on, probably put up one archived video and then at least one more deep dive. And with that being said, I'll see you on the flip.
Can I pet your dog?
You can sure pet my dog.
Oh, I love it.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.